New and troubling details emerging tonight. The deadly officer-involved shooting in Northwest D.C. Officers say that the man they shot had already been arrested at the same home just 1 day earlier. And tonight, we now know the suspect's name. Fox 5's Saida Abbas is live at the Reservoir Road with more. Saida.
Yeah, good evening, Julie. It all happened at the very same home where officers picked this man up for violating a stay-away order that was on Thursday. Less than 24 hours later, officers were back here, but this time the situation ended in gunfire. Tonight, we're going to break down everything that took place inside the home.
So, a man has lost his life. Looks like he violated an order to stay away from a home there in Northwest DC. And, it seems that he was killed by police. And I have to get more details in on it. I did listen to a little bit of this video earlier just to kind of get a gist of what the story was about. And it sounds like mental health definitely had a part to play into this. I'm going to let the play just a little bit and see what I can kind of decipher from this, okay?
Right. Well, that's a mental health crisis, in my opinion. He had a screwdriver and I think a butter knife. So really, if you're not, I'm trained if somebody comes at me with a weapon like that to step back and close the door between us. I think sometimes the gun makes you want to shoot it.
So it seems like the man charged at the police with a wrench or a screwdriver, and the lady was saying a butter knife. So I'm guessing that's the word that's going around, within that neighborhood of how this situation happened. But you mean, come on. We have to take, excuse me, we have to take our mental health a lot more serious. If you know you're dealing with something, seek the right help in order to kind of help you through it. And we don't have the full details, but we do know this man is dead, and it sounds like he charged that the officers, and with the way everything is going out here, they're not going to take a risk of themselves not being able to make it back home. If you want to come at the police officers and be violent towards the police officers, then they're going to use the full force of their position, and they're going to use the full force against you. They're not going to take anything lightly. Um, and DC been in the news all year as far as like all the different agencies that mobilized in DC to try to sweep the streets and stuff like that. So, um, if it, really was like a mental health issue, then it's sad and unfortunate that since this individual lost his life. And I do want to say, condolences to his family. But with that being said, if he was going through something mental, and he did have people who loved him or who were his family, um, they should definitely have been trying to, assist with making sure that he was able to get some type of help. Um, yes, pretty much, the gist of it when it comes to that. And it's a lot of pressure on people out in society to be this and to be that. So we're gonna have a whole lot more people who, go undiagnosed or are diagnosed that have mental issues. Well, let's see what else they say here in this news clip.
Fox 5 obtained the incident report showing 41-year-old Kevin Booker was arrested here around 11:49 Thursday morning, accused of violating a civil protection order tied to this home. But police say on Friday he came back. Just before 7 p.m., a residential alarm went off, and officers say they spotted Booker inside. For more than 20 minutes, they called out to him, ordering him to come out. When officers finally went in through an unlocked door, MPD says Booker suddenly lunged at them on the second floor, holding a knife and a screwdriver. That's when one officer opened fire. Booker was rushed to the hospital, but did not survive. Secret Service assisted MPD after the shooting. No officers were hurt. Internal Affairs and federal prosecutors will now review everything.
I was concerned. I didn't understand. I saw the police close the street yesterday, and I didn't understand what was going on. But you know, it's serious and it's scary.
MPD tells us that the officer involved in this is now on administrative leave, and we're going to keep following this story as.
Okay, so 41-year-old man said it was on like the second floor. He charged at them with a knife. It could have been a butter knife, not sure what type of knife, and a screwdriver. So, you know, man, it's just crazy. That you know, it's just like people just don't have any type of regard for their own lives. It's almost like they just don't care to you know, live, you know, longer than, you know what I'm saying, their current age. Um, and if you have an order of protection, like if there's an order set for you to stay away from a certain place, what type of sense does it make to go to that place? Typically, something bad is gonna happen, and in this case, something bad did happen. Um, they didn't have too many details about what was going on. Um, but it seems like this person had an episode, and they just made the wrong decision. Like the they said they reported that the cops sat there and had a shot match for about 20 minutes before they was able to figure out, okay, our door's unlocked and we can just move in. Um, yeah, it's just very, very tough. Um, but you know, another story of, you know, people asking and receiving. Like I feel like the cop could have definitely, and the cop has to do what they have to do. They have a tough job. And if someone's running at them in a violent manner, they don't know what this person is going to do. And so, you know, they have to do the best to protect themselves. They have a very, very tough job because they really just want you to understand, you know, your laws, and they really want to make sure that they enforce laws. I see a lot of cops, you know, take the oath, and they say that they want to protect and serve, and those are the things that the cops are, you know, that those are things that they, you know, want. That's their whole operation. That's the reason why we have them. And anytime that you mess around and like do stuff like this, shoot at cops or anything, you have to expect that they're gonna just lay you flat out. You know, I'm pretty sure that they're trying to do that. And again, very, very, very unfortunate that this man lost his life. It sounds like he was dealing with some type of mental issues, and hopefully we'll get more information on this that I can share it. I do want to say, if you like my content, Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications so that you hear or that you get the buzz or the notification when I do drop these type of videos and the rest of my content. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.